compounded annual growth rate, which is popularly known as CAGR, is the rate of return that would be required for an investment to grow from its beginning balance to its ending balance, assuming the profits were reinvested at the end of each year of the investment lifespan. From mutual fund perspective, CAGR technique prescribed by SEBI is based on the assumption that the dividend would be reinvested in the same scheme at the X dividend NAV. Every mutual fund investor should know CAGR calculation clearly. In key information memorandum document or any other document of mutual fund, when you see scheme performance, it is based on CAGR calculation. Let's try to understand CAGR calculation with an example. Mr. X invested rupees 10,000 on scheme A on dated 1st January 2017 at NAV of rupees 10. NAV means net asset value. When it is stock, it is stock price, but for mutual fund scheme, it is NAV. On 1st January 2018, the scheme paid out a dividend of rupees 1 per unit. At this time, X dividend NAV was rupees 12.50. Then again on 1st January 2019, the scheme paid out another dividend of rupees 1 per unit. At that time, X dividend NAV was rupees 15. Calculate the CAGR of the scheme. Let's see. So in our example, the initial invested amount was rupees 10,000 to buy mutual fund units at 10 rupees per unit. So on 1st January 2017, in total 100 units were bought. On 1st January 2018, first dividend of 1 per unit was paid. What it means? It means that total amount received by Mr. X was 1000 into 1. 1000 unit into rupees 1 dividend per unit, which comes at rupees 1000. With the first dividend payout, X dividend NAV was rupees 12.50. So the total dividend payout amount reinvested to get additional unit. So the dividend amount rupees 1000 would buy 1000 divided by NAV 12.50 equal to 80 units. So 1000 will buy 80 units, additional 80 units. With this additional 80 units, Mr. X will have 1080 units. 1000 unit at the time of initial investment plus after first dividend extra 80 units, it will become 1080 units. On 1st January 2019, second dividend of rupees 1 per unit was paid. So how much dividend Mr. X will receive? So Mr. X has now 1080 units and dividend rate is 1 per unit. So 1080 multiplied by 1 equal to rupees 1080. With the second dividend payout, X dividend NAV was rupees 15. So this total dividend payout amount reinvested to get additional unit. So total dividend value is 1080. X dividend NAV is 15. So 1080 will fetch 72 extra unit for Mr. X. If I will add this additional 72 units to Mr. X portfolio, it will become total 1152 units. Now this is the unit which will be used for our calculation, not the one which was at the beginning, which was 1000. At the price of 15 per unit, total final value would be, so total final value for Mr. X investment would be 1152 multiplied by 15, which is 17,280 rupees. This 17,280 rupees will be used in our formula to calculate CAGR. We already know the initial value, which is rupees 10,000, which was invested by Mr. X at the beginning. Final value after all the dividend payout, it is 17,280. CAGR formula is based on final value, initial value and number of years. So what is number of years which we need to put in our formula is, if we see in our problem, Mr. X has made initial investment on 1st January 2017 and the investment was made till 1st January 2019. So it is required to calculate number of years between these two dates, 1st January 2017 till 1st January 2019. So number of days is 730, number of years is 730 divided by 365, which is 2. Now put this 3 value in formula. 17,280 divided by 10,000 whole to the power 1 by 2 minus 1, which gives 0.3145, and in percentage term it is 31.45%. So here again I am telling that when you see scheme performance in any mutual fund document, it is CAGR and it consider all the dividend payments made during the lifespan of that particular scheme. You normally see 1 year performance, 3 year performance, 5 year performance and since beginning. With this 4 period performance, it is easy for investor to decide whether a scheme is performing well or not.